Hello guys, this is leathertoolz. Today I'm going to show you guys a review of a knife from Vergez Blanchard. I'm sure you guys familiar with this knife. This is it consists of two parts, okay, the blade and the handle. The handle is made of brass. As you can see, it tarnished a little bit, and it has two screws, okay, but you can notice that one screw is slightly upper than the other screw. Oops, sorry. Okay, the two screws are not aligned. I'm not sure why this is, but I'm guessing that this is because if two screws are aligned, it's not good for the gripping the blade. I think this being just opposite on upper and down makes it, just hold it the blade better. This is a symmetrical design. Okay, as you can see, it is flat on the right side, and it has a kind of angle like this. Okay, just measure it. This is about a full 14 centimeter long, and it's about 1.5 mil width wide. So it is fairly small knife. Just so common knife that I can't really say about this knife. It's not sharpened, I think. I don't actually use this knife much because I don't like this blade. Okay, this knife costs about 45 to 50 depending on which person you get. There are a lot of guys selling this knife on eBay and or any other European dealers. You could get this knife for very cheap. One thing I don't like about this knife is this screws sticks out when it's tightened to the maximum point. Okay, so you get this two screws sticking out after you tighten it. I just unscrewed this with the Swiss Army knife. You can unscrew with any screwdriver, any flathead driver you have. Okay, basically it's just small screw without any wider head. You can remove the blade, but it's stuck. Mine is kind of tough. This is blade, and I have some spares. I got this knife when I started leathercraft, but to be honest, I don't like this spare blade they come in. This blade costs about $5, but I don't think this is a good deal. I'm guessing this is 1055, 1065 spring steel. It is a carbon steel, but it doesn't get sharp, and it doesn't stay sharper either. Some blades have different grinds on them. This one has almost have a Scandi grind, but it is different time to time when you get the spare blade. So this one got short bevel on it from the factory, but this one have big bevel on the knife. It is very good construction for the holding the blade. I mean, this is a solid brass. Okay, I haven't figured out how they cut this square into this solid brass body. Okay, it has very thin gap, and then they have square holes all the way through. and I'm not sure. I thought this was folded, like this was flat, thick piece of brass, and you fold it, but it's impossible because if you fold this thick of a brass, it will crack. It doesn't bend this much. Okay, this is definitely carved out of thick brass. Okay, I'm not sure if there's some kind of machine to just cut square like this, but it is very amazing to see is how they machine these. This is L, I mean this is le in French, indispensable, which means it's essential to the essential means just you must need this knife. It's essential. It says BTES.G.D.Z. Okay, this means a patent without any protection. I'm sure what it means. I just googled it, and it means it is patent, but someone can follow the design. So I think this patent have expired, so anyone can copy the design, but they want to emphasize that this is the patent design they made. So it's a brass knife from Vergez Blanchard, and I will show you guys something new like you guys never seen before. This is a Vergez Blanchard antique one. Okay, this one has so much better features in it. Okay, first of all, it has round angle on the bottom side. I'm not sure if it is worn out like this, whereas this one got a sharp angle. And if you can see the back, there is much of a difference, but the blade stock is so much thinner that it bends a lot. Okay, it's flexible blade, and it is sharper than the current one. It is thinner. It is thinner blade. Okay, this one being 1 mil thick, I think this one is 0.5 mil thick, and it has some engravings. It says at ETS Paul Biddle 35 Rue Lucien Saint-Pierre, Paris. So this, I think this one was from a certain company, or it was the manufacturer of the knife. It says same font. It says le indispensable BTE S.G.D.Z S.G.D.Z. Yeah, same holes where it has the same hole part. It has this one also, it doesn't align. Okay, and what I can notice that is it uses different brass. This one has more different alloy. Okay, this one is brass also, but it is different alloy, I think, and it has very smooth screws, and it sunks down where you cannot see them when it's tightened. It's not only because it uses thin blade, but also this one is shorter than what it used to be. I'll show you guys. So old ones, even the same knife, old ones are better. You see, they are slightly shorter than the current one. Yeah, you could ground these screws to where it doesn't catch up to your hand, but it's kind of risky for someone could just grind these screws, because if you grind these too much, this part where you can stick your screwdriver in will be gone, so you will never use this knife again. So it's kind of tricky, but something you could do if you really hate it this much, hate it a lot, you know. Okay, this is rare, one of the rare collection I have for Vergez Blanchard knife. It doesn't say any of the Vergez Blanchard on it, but I think this is it's not Blanchard made, but someone supplies to Blanchard, so you could get this from Vergez Blanchard dealers. Okay, it is tightened and you cannot see it. This one also tightened, cannot see the screws. Okay, almost gone, but if you stick this in, yep, mine is stiff. Yep, see, it sticks out, it bothers your hand. This is the only downside what this knife has, but I have a solution for the blade problem I told you about. I made a small hacksaw replacement blade for this knife. I'll show you guys in different video. It's just a small blade from the hacksaw I made for this kind of a blade, like knife, I mean, so that I can use this brass holder. You know, actually this one has a Blanchard logo. It's tarnished, but you can't really see, but it's a Vergez Blanchard logo, very shallow etched logo. It's not stamped. This one is stamped. Yep. That's about it, and I will show you guys in next video. I will tell you guys, talk to you guys in next video. Bye bye.